video on it.
You can sit in that white chair. I don't need it.
I'm good on this thing.
Are you sure?
Back. I mean, this is fine. Just going from a point and shoot camera to a DSLR.
Yep.
I told Cindy once I get really good with it, it's like a saddle. I'll get a better one.
Yeah.
I have to better. I can't even use the functions on it yet. So what in the world would I do with cameras? And now now I know that once I use the camera and get it off of the auto and start using it manually more and more, like you said, I've got the aperture on.
Well, going from kindergarten to college with a camera goes pretty quick.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, and what I figured is I'll get really good with this, and then what I want to do is I want to bump up to a little bit better one that can do more things manually, and I can be more in control of the camera. But for right now, I'm like Cindy on my first writing lesson. I'll use this one until because it doesn't take bad pictures. I mean, it's 10 megapixels. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
It's just that
you can give a guy who can take pictures, any camera, and they'll make any picture look good.
But mine is more to use this camera, and this is what it's supposed to be. It's sort of like the first step in the DSLRs, and you can go from there into whatever, like your Fuji one day or something like that. But I'm just going to use it to get to know better what I want to do, which is, I don't have a clue yet. But I like having a single focus. I never had that. It was always all three jumping around.
Yeah, what you can do then is push the button halfway when you single focus, and then you can move your camera, and that's...
Right, and they said that you can put your finger on this. I can push this down halfway, put it here, and then move the camera and still stay focused exactly like I want to be.
And you can do that with exposure also.
Right.
Where you
See, I'm just... Think about it. Yesterday
How was that horse, Cindy?
Yesterday was my first day on truly...
Yeah.
And I sat down, I didn't really... because you can use the camera. I'm not quite...
You're not ready for that, I can tell you that. Just stay with the JPEG.
Yeah, I am. But what I can do is put the picture on the computer and mess with it too.
Yeah, with RAW you can mess with it more, but
I'm not there yet.
You're not there, no. And JPEG does plenty fine. I use RAW, but...
You're there. You're just like Cindy. She writes, if you stick me in a satellite now, I'll be bombing around.
There are professionals out there that won't use RAW. Because the camera processing, when it makes a JPEG, everything comes out, first you start with RAW, the camera processes it into a JPEG file. And they do such nice work when they process it within the camera, there's no reason to use RAW half the time.
But I would probably eventually, there's enough artists in it that I want to go to RAW.
Yeah. And you need software that can support RAW.
That's it.
Yeah.
I want more.
I think they get them changed every 4 weeks or something, every once.
We need some titanium plated.
Yeah, the problem is the toenail grows, the hoof grows. Yeah, the hoof grows. So they have to come off, yeah. They got to trim them down. And
it's like dog's toenails on that same principle.
Yeah, I don't think they wear down, but I could be wrong.
They grow.
Yeah.
We need some horseshoes that's got little gnawer things on it that gnaws.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I noticed, you can take classes like you do, and then you can send in pictures. Take a picture up close.
I use it fine. I use both. I do RAW and JPEG.
Fine, I can't.
Yeah. Fine as well. But it really depends what you're going to do with the picture. If you're just using it for you, then you could put it even less than fine. But the problem is you never know if you want to enlarge one.
I always like it in fun.
Yeah.
That's how I actually do everything. Because I end up having to enlarge it. Because I can't get up real close. If I'm too close, so if I get it at a distance, I can always
Crop it a little.
fine. I can
Yeah.
always crop. And I crop.
What kind of grass is this?
Dying. I think it's mostly weeds.
Is this Bermuda, this green right here? Is that
I don't
Bermuda?
know. I haven't a clue. Well, it's like centipede. The running.
I mean, yeah, centipede.
That's centipede, and then the other stuff is the feather. Do you use white balance? What do you use it for? Do you set it for outside inside?
I do auto, but sometimes I will. So I have the software, and if I shoot in RAW, I can change the white balance. That's one thing you can do
Right.
on the computer easily. So it doesn't matter what my white balance is. I can always change it to fix it.
And see, I watch the thing about the white balance and about how it's incandescent, and you have all the different
Yeah.
lightings and the brightness outside. And I've got a long way to go. Now it's got to put it to work and make it make sense.
Yeah, I just don't. It's like if I had to rely on me doing the white balance, I'd be in trouble because I'd always forget. So I just keep it at auto.
Now the
Well, you could set it like right now. You can set it for sunny day.
yeah, I can. See, things like that I can do. That probably is something it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. That's the problem I'll have is I'll have it set for a sunny day, and then later on that day I'll still have it set at sunny day,
Right.
and it looks weird. And if you're shooting JPEG, you really don't have good.
I had on. I didn't change the white balance and say just exactly like you said. Huh?
Yep, that's the problem.
Yep. Because I had it set from incandescent for inside.
Yep. But sometimes I like the incandescent inside, where you don't change it because I kind of like that orangish tone. Sometimes you know that there's, what it's trying to do when you set the white balance is always trying to make everything look like outdoor light at a certain time of day. So even when you're indoors, it'll try to make it look like it's, that lighting would look like it was outdoor. So even that orange that we see in incandescent lights, when you won't see it in the picture if you set it for incandescent light. It'll take that orange tint out. But I kind of like that though.
Well, he was
Sometimes.
talking about that. He was talking about how the